Good morning, this is Jay. Good morning, all traders, amazing traders. So we have another episode with Bookmap today. It has been great week. Since last week, we had a lot of small caps also gapping, a lot of these fading pre-market. So in the last, I would say 3 days, we have gap and crap back in, I would say, in our market. We've seen NQES going to the all-time highs. Now they're having a little bit of pullback. We're going to check soon what the market is doing. And then we're going to go into the pre-market plan. For now, welcome. Let's wait everybody to join. Read the disclaimer. Remember that the lessons that we do every single Wednesday are for educational purpose only. So don't treat them like investment advice. We're going to start soon with the review of the entire market and then going into the pre-market watch list. Good morning again. Okay, so let's put our hourly chart and daily chart. There we go. So we have yes, we're going to start with this. So we'll explain plan soon. All right, so I want to start with this. This is exactly what to look if the market will be bearish today. So you will see that often during the session, I'm not only going to trade, but I'm also going to explain the setups. Yesterday, the market was definitely a very good market because we took PLTR. We had some good runs, but today we have some major pullbacks. So in case that we're going to have more fail at the open, then I'm looking for those stocks that are particularly weak, and I'm looking for this setup. So this is an example over here on Tesla from a couple of months ago. This was May, for example. So when all the bars are red, and we have all the three JLines red, 1, 2, 3, that means that we are in a bearish scenario. Okay, so I'm looking to trade short if all these three bands, 1, 2, and 3, are going to be all red. The bars have to be red. And then every single time that we're going to pop into this major red band or the second one above in a downtrend, I'm going to look into Bookmap to see if we have any kind of confluence. All right, guys. So, and then I'm going to trail when we have our JLines over here going back to blue. Okay, so this is mostly the picture that I have in my mind to wait for these pops, these pullbacks, and then getting short. While I get those shorts, I will use the confluence with that and also the Bookmap order flow. Okay. Okay, reading also some questions that you sent me. Hey Jay, what do you consider? Let's bring this up over here. Okay, so trader here asking me, hey Jay, would you consider AFRM as a valid entry? More on a longer play idea for the consolidation of the daily and the reclaim of the 1 hourly chart. Yeah, definitely. So I would be looking for a long play above that 77.50, 78 with volume, plus confirmation through order flow, and also you want to see a secondary dip and then a push to the upside. Okay, but definitely yes. If you have a question, reach out also in DM. I'm going to look into Discord and try to answer as many questions as possible. All right, so before starting, we have a stock NXL, Nexaline Technology. We're always talking about small caps. This is one of the niche that we trade. In this case, we have a very small market cap. This stock has history of fading. As a matter of fact, also all the small pops that it had over here, it failed, like this one over here, this over here. But we can see that it never traded besides this time over here, high volume. Let's look into daily. And then let's try to find a level where potentially we can look for a short play or a long play. Okay, let's go into NXL. So I'm gonna start with this today, and then we're gonna dive into the futures on large caps. So I'm looking right now for major levels of resistance. We have some over here at 170. Over here more at $2. But the best resistance will be over here at 234. So 234 would be my best level. We also have over here another level at $2. So those are my two major levels on this stock. Okay, so NXL. First of all, now we had a long play with the 90-minute crossing VWAP. So NXL volume, 90-minute crossing VWAP long play. TP $2, $2.30, where you can look to sell position and join a short play. If you look over here on the right on Bookmap, you can see who is in control right now. There's a huge majority of these dots being green, and that is really a signal of very high volume, long pressure, buyers in control. I put also the here for today to show you. You can see over here. I put the times in sales just to show you how fast, when we have in this case a runner, these move. Okay, so I think it's there we go. Look over here how fast this is speeding up. So every time you will have a strong move, you'll see this like speeding up. And then when it stalls, you will see really like a pausing momentum. So as we said, we're not going to look for any short over here. The long play that we had over here is exactly this. This is our long play. So we have a perfect cup with 90-minute cross the VWAP. This is a setup that we trade. And also we can see the volume over here, confirmation with bars above the 1 million. Okay, look over here, look how it's rising. We have a little bit of selling, but this is not a short play. So if you want to see an Excel over here, I'm going to put also an JTrader, see the stats. Yeah, this is so interesting right now. There's not a short over here. They show you a little bit of liquidity on this ask, but also we have on support, wait over here. And there we went again. You can see how that volume, as soon as we touch this 170, is going to go 190. And then over here, extend till 2. Still a lot of volume. No short play. It's amazing over here how it's moving fast, right? Now you can see, because we have that daily key level at $2, and also because it's a dollar number, okay, hold on a number, we start having over here a little bit more like possibly sellers, maybe even short sellers over here. They're trying to, to get the top. Don't do this. Don't try to pick the top over here, because if wrong in this squeeze, you could get, a slip is maybe of 10, 20 cents. That volume is still very high. You can see the majority of the players over here, more than 50% are buyers. 195. This is extremely, guys, extremely over here strong. There we go. A double top over here, 190. So now we can see a little bit more sellers stacked over here at $2. This could be a first wash here to the 150. So this is exactly where we'll start a small trade, 188, exactly now. But remember, if we're going to hold then this fib level 175, this can shoot again to the upside, okay? The real play that you want to see over here is going to be through a trend line break, lower high, and golden zone. This is still like, trading a resistance. We don't have that confidence. If it goes over here away, this 187, 190, that would be your stop play. Now we have the 78% fib. And at $2, we have the daily key level. Now look how it reacts on the 78% fib, guys. Let's start seeing if we have a fast push. I would move the stop at 188. We can put 188, 190. If it makes over here and it closes below 170, we're going to have a wash. We'll wash, unwind to 150. Okay. You can see it really, there's a big fight between sellers and buyers. Buyers is trying to push over here. Okay, that's your break-even exit. Exit BA 188. Why don't we long over there? Because we will be longing only into a big level of VWAP or JLines at this point. Stalling over here. And that's, again, your short play. So if this bar closes weak, I would love to see that. We have a short again over here into the golden zone on the starting of this bar between 182 and 185. We need to see the close below this 170. You see the heat map over here, 175. I like because they're like burning this as well. We have a little bit of sellers over here, 179, 180. So let's see if we can have this fail the 170 as we said. Still holding this 170. Okay, in this case, that's your exit, guys, because you can see the reclaim of 184. So again, exit break even, but that's exactly how often we will do in these small caps. And all of this is still no size. This is the fib support level. This is the trend line. And wait for a fake out of 2, and then we see if we can fill 2. So only if we fail this 2 over under, we're going to enter short. But you can see the volume is still very strong. So whatever we trade right now with this strong volume, like here now, you can see this fake out of the 2. It came over here, 202. And then boom, dump, starting to sell. That's the trap that we always want to see before looking for a major short play. Okay, so again, we engage. I hope you took it because we were saying, wait for this fake out. We see now majority of sellers over here. This is your fake out level. And we need to break this trend line. It's not such a great trend line over here. So you see what they did, guys? They show you over here a major breakout. But then right away they dumped, and we were looking at this, and you can see the major over here, fake out, right away sellers came in, 170. Now it's looking good. So the first target will be 160. Prepare to cover half of your position because these are highly volatile and liquid. In 2 seconds, we could have 230. So you want to take always 30 to 50% out of your position on the first dump over here to the VWAP, and then remaining for JLines and 1000 EMA on the 1 minute over here in case we'll have a fail all the way down. All right. But powerful scenario. I like to see these. I wanted to go over the plan for today, which we already have shared over here in the watch list. But I think this example that we can have right now live on Excel is a better opportunity for you guys to learn how to understand the order flow. It's not a good trend line. I would need at least 3 points for this trend line. I don't have it. A trend line would be this. It's not a trend line. So we don't have a trend line over here. We only had this, major fake out level. So going back to this play, we were in an Excel. There we go. We put the $2 level as support, or in this case, resistance, based on the history of the chart. So looking where the chart had those extensions that halted or topped better. And then another one over here, 233. And once we saw that, you can see the huge amount of buyers getting trapped once it filled the $2. And on the fill of $2 over here, 195, 190, that is your short play. I'm not calling or explaining any long because the long play we added over here. So once the price, I see over here, first alert, and then I start having this reclaim of the VWAP, that becomes my long play. So I cannot simply long over here only because this is going up. If I want to do that, that would be mostly a scalping way to do it. You aim for even 5 cents, 10 cents, and then run, put stop break even and let it run, that is good. But if you want to trade, day trading, you want to take, a major trade intraday, then you're only looking and spotting those A plus setup opportunities. Okay, guys. So let's see over here. Oh, good morning, buddy. So I joined the right time for 2 fake out for an exactly. Very good, buddy. So for example, Swiss over here, you got exactly this $2. So I would like that somebody recorded this. Remember, you can record before you start. You press recording on Bookmap. You have this feature, and go back and check how the price over here reacted at the $2 level, and you could see at this moment over here also stall into the tape. So the tape before here was really, I would say, it was like a climax. So fast, and then blow up. And then simply over here started to be, sellers in control. I think that's a very good recording if you have it. So look over here. They put some sellers at $2, 195, 186. Some sellers in control. So every single time that I see these big red dots, there's some kind of big liquidity over here they're selling off. But we have to be careful because the majority of still of these dots, if you see, like zooming out, they're like buyers. Okay. So that tells you still, potential long play coming up. So if you short, let's say 195, risk 195. If you short $2, use the risk $2. For example, over here, Swiss use the $2. So I would risk no more than that. Okay, lower high. When you are on this, check always a 5-minute chart. Falling over here, guys. You can see the price, the tape. You see how it's not speeding up so much. It's stalling. Look over here. It's like taking pauses. This is such an important thing to observe. Okay, so on the 5 minutes, we have only major spike. 3 minutes over here, we can see even better. Oh, sorry. On the 3 minutes over here, we can see even better, the fake out. The golden zone over here is our area. You have to break this 170, pardon, and close here weak. It still didn't break a trend line over here. This is not a correct trend line, guys, okay? We don't have it over here. So we're trading only that level. We're trading over here, the reason we have lower highs. Hopefully this one push it back up in 190. If we do put the stop break even. Okay. Anybody is short with us on an Excel at 195, 190, put your stop break even. This is a stock that could run even 230, okay? So look over here, right away, speeding up the tape. So we still have buyers. The system over here is giving a long play. We have this trend line. If it closes strong, careful. You see we have some resistance 190. They're trying to break this 190 to the upside. Prints over here 188. Prints 190. There we go. Now put your stop break even. Okay, so that's the next level. We have 198, 210, 233. So if you shorted $2, risk the $2. We have 5 minutes more or less to open. So what I would be looking would be this play. We are far from the JLines. So I'll be looking for a 210 or 233 short play and unwind. Okay, so we have to look for a potential short area over here. I'm gonna put this as short side, and also the here we're gonna put this at short side. Okay, guys. So looking ideally for that level over there. We'll love to see that, guys. Okay, so be ready. 30 minutes to the gate. So in the meantime, I wanna review Tesla with you. So we're below the hourly JLines. The stock this morning that we're interested in are Rigetti, QBT, PLTR again. Yesterday with a massive move. We got the first long over here. And also I was looking at NQ, of course, and IONQ over here. Okay, let's go back to an Excel. All right, it's going to the 170 level. I want to check on the 50-minute chart, guys. Is making this sidebar. Okay. All right, so you know the plan over here. I'm going to cancel these. And again, don't be early, right? You can look for the correct timing here. So we can see that alignment of the 210 resistance up here with this key level and supply area. And then more 233. All right, almost there. A few seconds still. Remember, guys, we have an academy, trading academy event in November. So to trade over here with me, and also starting with a mentoring plan. We had some great success this year with a lot of mentor students becoming profitable and successful. So reach out because we have few seats every season. All right, a few seconds. You can see we have already buyers stepping in. I'm not longing at all. I'm waiting for that 2-10 level. So price 187, 188. Let it extend a little bit more. Short 192, risking 195. TP 165. So it's a fast pop in fail. You can see that we had a fake out of this level. And also you can see on the 50-minute chart the J-slim formation. So we should go all the way down to 166. Come on. I see some sellers over here. Careful if we start holding 177. Hope you joined us short over here. So remember, we're looking for that 2-210 or 233. If we go back up over here, remember we put the stop at this level over here, 195, 196. So we risk a break even because then it could extend even more till 210. For now, we're holding, okay? We have a 192 short level. You can see I'm using a 15-minute chart. Oracle a spike, IONQ pushing, RGTI pushing. RGTI is our long play. At 45. NQ pushing, long play, 25, 100. I will explain then why. Start looking also at hood. So we have RGTI long and NQ long. But right now I'm trying to explain you in Excel. Also INQ is in our plan this morning, pushing. Okay, so you can see, guys, over here we touched this level very fast. As I said, you short at 195, you risk this 195. And the 1 minute is so, give you so fake, I would say. I'm sorry. So many fake outs over here to the upside and the downside. All right, so ideally, if we break 198, you will see this 210 and 333. That's the reason why if you short at 195, risk 196. And your first target over here is 168, 169, 167. Strong volume, guys. They're really trying to push it. So meanwhile, RGTI went from 45 to 47. RGTI sell half at 47. NQ, sell 1/3, 25, 133, out over here, break even. If it goes above that 196 on an Excel, risk the 195, 196. We want to see this 169, guys. You see that we're shorting into this area. This is our golden zone area. Okay, that's the area. So INQ went pretty good. There we go. All right, 170, 169, 167. Okay, cover half over here, 170. Cover half on an Excel. Beautiful. You can see the dump over here. All these red dots, very fast. Look, the tape was so fast when it started to dump. And that is sellers in control. Okay. RGTI 48. Beautiful play. So you can see over here, I don't have to explain you much. I think you already know the point of our trading. It's basically all through a automated system, and you can see at the gate we had done the over. That gave us over here on the over. That gave us right away the long opportunity over here. So beautiful play. Hope you took it. For who has the template, you can see this, live. So this morning we had 4 stocks. One was RGTI. The other one was INQ. And again, it gave us a long play over here on the over. So what else we're watching? NQ. We're still long on NQ. Let's see Tesla. And Tesla failed. So the other plan we had this morning was Tesla short. And I'm going to bring up, this was the plan on RGTI that we gave. So RGTI breakout, now it's 48. This is the plan on Tesla. So you can see Tesla over here, the short at the 432 area. And we came 426, targets 424. I think the best day of the week up till now. Even yesterday was good, but today, no errors. So over here is our short play. And it's simply, you can see the system saying J-line short is red and over under. So we have over here forecast over under alerts the short. And you can see all bars red, so that means trail. Anybody got this with us? So we got the 432 to 425. In the meantime, you're holding an Excel. All team over here shorted the open. And also we have to put the plan of this morning. So that you know, we're not doing this, 2020, but this was the plan that we posted before the open. All right, let's go into RGTI instead. This is the RGTI play. We had a JLines system long. Exactly in this bar. And over here we have the system giving you a long play. And RGTI, we had this morning also the plan. Let me share with you. Was here. This is our plan for pre-market. So RGTI, we had long on the over at 45 to 48. So very proud of you guys. Okay, let's go back to an Excel. You can see the bars over here red. And now we'll write over here something in Excel. Always be, I would say, always be aware for potential squeezes between 9:45 and 10:30 for the pre-market high breakout. Okay, so now it's the JLines over here, 155. First major important target. RGTI is simply sick over here. Simply sick. Amazing work, guys. Okay, let's go over here on INQ. We had also the long play. PLTR, we didn't have anything. You can see over here, everything was red bars. So we don't trade short, we don't trade long. Let's see, QBTS, also push QBT, also push MSTR fading. And I also was looking at AMZN AMD. Okay, in Q we still have the long. This is that dip JLines 930. This is the long we had, 25,100. Okay, let's go back on an Excel. I think we have to focus a little bit more on explaining Bookmap here. So let's keep it into a 5-minute chart. So this morning we had the long play from here, the 130, 135. We explained the reason why. And then we had a push over here till 210, fake over the 2. Open, another fake out over here of the previous bar high. heat map 196, and over here you can see at $2, and then dipped perfectly. Why this perfect over here? Why dipped even here into the J lines? Okay, so look over here, dipped 1 minute J lines. Everybody's saying, oh, J lines here, J lines that, but it actually works so good like a magic. We add a dip, and often you will see those dip. You can see perfect over here with the fib level, and also over here with the big heat map that we add over here 155, and then more 153, and then 150. Okay, team, look over here again. They're reclaiming the VWAP. So you have to be careful now because this could push. So you want to lock in profits. How we will above 180, okay? So on Excel, above 180, trail 2/3 of what's left of your position. Then remaining, we can put 185. So we give a little bit of like, breathe in case it pushes and then fills more again. So INQ over here is fading. Form an FFT. NQ is still bullish. So NQ is still long. And also QQQ. We're gonna check over here PLTR, guys. So PLTR over here, we need to see that breakout. We need to see the 185 breakout over here, or even 186. This morning they tried to push it. It didn't really push that much. And then right away it's fading from 184 to 182, but actually it's holding over here. So we need to wait a little bit on PLTR. And back up over here, guys, on Excel. That's exactly what I want you to look. In Excel, remember 180 trailing, and then the remaining 185. All out. Okay, so get all out over here. Wait for the squeeze eye of the day. So now, all out in Excel. Good trade, short. Wait, breathe, reset, check the key levels, liquidity, and then I will stalk 210, 233. Ideally, I would like to see that. Maybe it goes to 190 or goes all the way down, huh? But I mean, that volume is such a big such a big reclaim. Even Swiss C over here is all out. RGTI, so we had over here a big push, 45 to 48, and then, all the way down. NQ is still working, and QQQ, so in Q24, 25, 150. And if you look right now at the dots over here, so the volume dots are important to check. These are blue, sorry, these are green. Big buyers. Don't look over here, guys, in my opinion, too short. Because I know this kind of traps, I will be preferring to have a fake out, a liquidity trap, okay? So in Excel, my plan is conservative, waiting to see more a liquidity trap, and then short. I don't like to fight when I see the market giving a little bit of push down, push down. There's a lot of fight over here between buyers and sellers. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, tracking these 90-MA reclaiming of here VWAP, a lot of volume pushing. The only level that you can look for a real trade is 210 to 33. What could be the B setup? Over under $2. Okay, so B setup over under $2. A plus setup 210 or 233. Could be 233. Then there's 250. You know, half dollar number. So I know that we always look at large caps as well, but I think we already had large caps on QQQ, so ETF and RGTI, IONQ if you traded, and Tesla short. These are another plan. So if you join the room every day, you will see these plans in pre-market alerted. So guys, we're making a little bit of discussion before. You can see this is Tesla, right? We said if the market is looking to be weak, we're going to look for a short. Okay, so this is the Tesla. We're looking over here for a short play. And I mean, we put Tesla over here this morning. And then exactly that short play over here. Okay, so you can see that the patterns repeat over and over. It's not something that you learn today. You're not going to use it next year. This pattern I'm using like more than 20 years. And in stocks and futures works extremely good, but you can use also in Forex and crypto. There's some new different dynamics to, I would say, to consider. The spread, the liquidity, the time of the day to trade. But the plays remain, you know, the major core of the setup. The price action, it's similar. What I want to say also here on Tesla is that this right now is still a short play. So I know that a lot of traders want to always, you know, to look for the reversal because maybe they missed the A plus setup play. So they're looking to catch that in the reversal mode and you get burned. I would prefer that instead you're looking for more trend following like over here. And then we start looking, you know, together for other possible targets. But the play over here was crazy good this morning, crazy good. This alerting you over here. As soon as we filled JLines at 435 and 30, 435 and 90, this area here. And it gave you over here something like 10 points. Not bad. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Okay, let's go back to an Excel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, an Excel. So you can see, all right, came 190, failed. I'm not in. Took the first move down to the JLines, out over here, 180, 185. Came to the golden zone again over here, 193. Didn't jump because as I said, I was looking for 210 to 33. So I may miss the trade. Maybe this goes all the way down and, you know, it's fine. So an Excel not in. Then chase. Then I have FOMO. I know that from history, setups will come to me. Whenever you attract things, you wait for them, simply confident. Whenever you run after things, you are in a mode of need, of desperation, and you end up failing. Okay, so you have to have, I would say, patience, no FOMO. So I'm looking again. INQ, the fake out and the fail. INQ, beautiful F50. Why you are not here? We have the alert from the system on our GTI long. Tesla short, NQ long. We're still holding the long on NQ and QQQ.
Yeah.
Okay. That was beautiful. All right, let's look in the hourly. So you can see our Tesla play. And then we had our GTI. Did a push FFT all the way down. Oracle. Still below the hourly Zetas, nothing. And we have NQ. Well, QQQ. The breakout. QQQ over here. This is a good one that we took. Thank you. Charu, I hope you're long. Miss. Okay, we had a beautiful long play over here this morning, guys. At 25,100, we alerted. And you can see here the dip. Okay, still pushing. Still pushing over here, still pushing. Come on in Q. Soon we're going to see again NXL. I know that everybody's looking at that. Come on. Still going in Q. Still going the Qs. 25,195 is the target. Mike is asking, thank you, Mike. Jay, on RGTI, is that a gap and crap setup even though pre-market if did not gap? On RGTI, well, we call it buddy FFT. Personally, I don't like it. I didn't trade short. You can see that it hacked really like a gap and crap because we had the golden zone rejection over here. So you could say this is just like a gap and crap, and I totally agree with that. But for me, the play over here this morning was only long. I'm going to re-explain why. If you're looking at our levels over here, remember, guys, what we said, okay? Every single time, okay, every single time that a price, I hope you can see my cursor. Every single time that price is over here is the green band, you know, there are 920 EMA. Over here again, over here again. I was expecting this morning for the play long over here. This is the plan we actually shared. Then the market gave us, okay, the long play with confirmation of 5, 15, 1, and also the order flow. All right. Let's check an Excel. Still there, going to the zone. I'm not in over here for a short. I'm waiting for 210 or 333. I will miss it, maybe, probable. Oracle highs of the day. Okay, let's go back over here and check the stocks this morning. AMD, beautiful push, and I missed this and feel very sorry about that. This was a very good push, and the hourly chart was our major play. Beautiful trend break over here, AMD. It was a big one. Yep. Yeah, you can see over here. Also J curl. Then we add over here a coin slowly right now. We add over here MU. Oh, wow. MU and tank over here of NXL. MU over here, reclaim. So nice. Reclaim over here the level. Brutal, right? MU. Questo c'era tutto. C'era tutto. Giù su, giù. SPY new highs. NQ's resistance. So NQ sell 2/3, 25, 197 from 25, 100. A nice 100 points. Nice 100 points move, guys, over here. So we had RGTI actually moved very good. Now sideways. Breakout in Q. Now next resistance is 25 to 30. Let's go back in Excel. Non spruzzo. Vabbè. So who thinks over here NXL will push to $2? Now it looks like this is gonna fail 166. Oracle is pushing, sorry, Oracle. Let's go back in Excel. All right, so here now we start seeing sellers. You can see all over here on the right. Look at those red prints. It's the majority red prints up to now. A little bit of green right now. The price is a fib level, important, 61% fib. We also have the JLines. Good work, Pete. So I'm not short on this one, need to wait. Perché avevo fatto il DVD?
Sì, però quando l'avevi fatto? Aprile.
Sì.
Sempre mio. Quindi sempre.
Pete, very good. Also because it was not simple, especially in Excel. I mean, it was not hard as a trade, as a stock this morning, both long and short, but it was not simple. For example, if I over here had to short again 190 blindly, my risk was over here that 198 $2, so this big heat map up here. It's like for me, I had to, play the dime 50-50 because it could have gone up above beyond $2 or in this case failed. I prefer not to risk any 10 cents, 5 cents over there. I was happy, with the first trade we took. So just a hit and run for me, okay? So an Excel only hit and run from 192 to 170 and not in the second golden zone rejection. Waiting only for a squeeze too long in case 1 minute J lines holds and pushes with curl pattern. Curl is a cup, but for now anything. Oracle not in, waiting. NQ, in 125, 100, actually 105 on NQ. And TP, we have 25, 233. Okay, it's a key level. Let's see, Tesla had a major bounce, sorry. But I continue to focus right now on an Excel, unless you have, any other stock that you would like me to review. People.
No. Magari ci fosse 10 così.
Come on, guys. So anybody is short? I mean, I'm happy for you guys, really, if you're short. In that case, only be careful if you reclaim the 180. And now we have 157. Looks like very weak. The last support that I see over here is this 150, 154. So I'm gonna change over here and scan a little bit of the market. So Apple, AMD, yeah, AMD already pushed strong this morning. Amazon, it's sometime I'm not trading anymore. Amazon, we have BA, good long play over here on this break inside bar JLines 233 and 30. It's already late. BDU, BTC, coin. Okay, let's go look at coin over here. All right. So until I don't have this trend line break, I'm not looking to enter coin. Okay, so we have this and it's exactly there. We're far from the JLines. No, not long for me. It looks like more like a rejection. You got it, guys, right? I'm not long over here, far from the JLines, far from the VWAP, far from the pre-market high, which is support into the daily trend line. Absolutely not doing that. Yeah, definitely. So we have Google, nothing for now. Hood, nothing for now. IonQ, Meta, Microsoft, MSTR. MU was a beautiful play today. Yep. Nvidia also moved a lot. Want to see over here Nvidia. Always, you can see, I always look for that hourly chart. Yeah. You see bounce on the VWAP. Oklo, nothing. So Oklo is respecting this trend line. So we are in a range, tight range. Oklo, keep an eye if we can break 139 today. So Oklo on watch above 139 per long or 130, 31 support or bounce play always. Yeah, Oracle, we're having this this push PLTR inside day. Not up play right now. QBTS nothing. QQQ is a beautiful one over here. Target is going to be 609, 609.50. QBT nothing. RZTI we had it this morning. SMCI starting to push. Let's go QQQ and 150 over here, guys, on NXL. So longs are underwater right now. I think they're done. So NXL longs done. Okay, so we have Tesla faded, went back to the JLines over here, gave another short, but we have a view of support. So I'm starting to think on a bigger picture using check 5-minute chart if we have any kind of bear flag formation for a continuation of the downside. We have to stay below this resistance, okay? Above, I'm not looking to short anymore. We hold this level and stay below, I'm looking to short, okay? But careful because we have the view up. So let's say we short 42.30, 432, sorry. View up is all in a support. What I'm looking when I have these plays is I'm gonna actually share the modality that I like. So let me explain over here. Okay, exactly. So we have, you can see over here what we're doing. You have this, the system over here starting to alert the short, and then I'm looking for these plays over here, confirmation. The same thing happened. I'm trying to share over here a bearish day. So the short play that came on Tesla, and then I'm looking for these short play over here, confirmation on Tesla and getting a short. The same thing I'm gonna be looking at today. So we have a trend line break, and then I'm starting to look for a potential, fail like this. Then here's gonna be my short play that I wanna join. All right. Below 432 or avoid. I received over here a question on PLTR. Let me go. So the trader asking, what should I do? He's actually in a trade on PLTR. What should he do if he's long play? Okay. Basically, Bud, we are in a trading range because as you can see, we are stuck really between this zone, which is 185-ish, 186, and 171. So if we're looking this for the long term, PLTR is still bullish, but I was saying the last week, medium term, we are ranging. Confirmation of the long would be only if we break this, consolidate, or giving a confirmation, and then target over here, Camarilla H5. But being stuck in this range, I don't consider this any proper A+ setup. If you are in an intraday trade on PLTR, I prefer to use, the 5 and 15-minute chart. As you know, we are totally inside the previous trading range. So you can see over here, this is the previous day high, and this over here, consider also the pre-market is the previous day low. Right now, you are over here, so you don't have any kind of indication that the market is gonna uptrend and break or downtrend and fail. So my suggestion is, if you're long, you can set, for example, a risk. I would actually use maybe this 181, but also, I don't know where you're long. You told me like 183, but I don't know if on this day over here this morning. So let me know about that. What I definitely won't do is add into a position right now. We have a major daily resistance over here, a major trend line over here. We don't know if PLTR still has long legs to push, okay? Because also this seems like a double top. So careful on that play, okay? I don't really like it. And I believe maybe you were long yesterday, 183, and you were waiting for a 186 breakout, never came, and maybe you should have gone over here out 183, like, using this level of liquidity as risk. But again, reach out, and if you can provide me better information, I can help you out. And it's sometimes hard, guys, to give you like suggestion, a tip on a particular setup that you traded that maybe doesn't belong to my playbook. As you know, I'm very technical and systematic trader. So for me, it's not really the I would say the normal technical analysis, but it's more like a base trading system that considers momentum manipulation and order flow. That is what I see it works, and it has been working for me and for so many others. If you trade simply because somebody it alerts you a trade, but it doesn't explain you why you took the trade, what it is based on that alert from, then you're simply risking and you're not in control of the situation. So even if you have, let's say, an indicator or a system that alerts you to the trade or helps you to determine the trade, if that's a good one or not, still you need to, I would say, study and learn every nuance of that setup, every nuance over here, that trade, and also consider the results on a back testing over time. Okay. All right, let's go back into our in Excel. Okay, still holding the channel over here. You can see that we had a fake breakdown of the fib level over here. We came to the 150 support area. It's still not a long play. For long confirmation, we need to see the price 90 MA also reclaiming VWAP and a pushed upside. So I prefer to wait in this case. It's interesting to see also order flow, major support 150. We have sellers over here from 170. So patience. Rely on the patterns, guys. Rely on the patterns. Sometimes I love to put some music over here, but now I'm in screen share. Yeah, going back to the 150 level. And you know what, guys? The system is reliable because it not only takes into place the setups and the patterns, but it takes into account the use of the order flow, which is important. Okay, and I always say you cannot fake the order flow. You cannot fake the tape. That's what's passing into the market. Yeah, we can leave over here this one. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla going back up. RZTI still far over here. NQ, we're still in a position. As you know, I like to trail. We had this 230 as a resistance. Remember, we're looking at that target hit. So we will be trailing over here, everything below 25,184. So trailing NQ 25,184. Okay, team. All right, so 10:30 this morning, place to review would be Tesla short, NQQQ for a long, RTTI for a long, NXL for the first short. Review also the traps, the trap we were looking in pre-market when we were following at 9 o'clock, the NXL fake out of the 2. It was a very important play, so I would say those are the things for the day. Also, understanding when to trade based on momentum, liquidity, traps. So don't simply trade normal technical analysis because that's going to simply burn your capital. And instead try to have a more, I would say, systematic process where you also take into consideration manipulation order flow, which will help you a lot. Okay, again, for today, I think is done. We're gonna go back, doing a few things over here. I have some trade this morning in mentoring. Then back to more for the full class. I'm gonna be also opening, as I said, the mentoring for November. So you feel free to get out and DM me, okay, for who really wants to improve and get better in trading. Okay, guys, thank you much. Love you all. You're amazing traders. Remember, don't let anybody put you down on this. If it's something you love, you're going to achieve it. That's what I believe in. You can do everything, and good luck for your trading. Thank you.